Hey there, Soulshine. It's Michelle here, and I'm inviting you to wake up and live. And speaking of waking up and living, today my grandbaby, just not quite 13 hours ago, was born. Oh my goodness. How exciting is that? Her name is Edelweiss. So we've all been humming or singing the lullaby, the song from The Sound of Music. It's been absolutely fun. She's so beautiful. We got to watch her get her first bath, and mommy is really tired. Mom is really tired. I'm just really excited to have her. I'm so grateful to have this sweet little spirit in our lives, this little angel that just, I can already tell that she's just going to be a very peaceful and sweet spirit. With a lot of love to get to the world, and I'm really excited about that. I love it. So I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about thinking a little bit about chakras. So it's interesting that chakras cycle. They say that for the first 7 years, your root chakra is the dominant chakra, and then the second 7 years you move into the sacral chakra, and then the next 7 years you move into the solar plexus chakra, and it works like that for 7 years, and then you cycle back through it again. And then on top of that, each year it cycles. So for your first year of life, your root and your root and your root, and the second year of life, your root and your sacral. So it just keeps cycling through like that. And so Edelweiss is in her root chakra, and it's root, and everything about it is root. So the root chakra is about feeling safe. It's about belonging. It's about being alive, being grounded, being in your body. So here she is, like getting used to having a body, getting used to this great big world around us. Getting used to breathing and not having any clothes on, and then diapers and all that stuff, just getting really used to the whole thing, this thing we call life. And she's just starting out and just getting used to it. So there's some affirmations that you can say to this beautiful little baby, or any beautiful little baby that you meet, or young children even. These are the affirmations for them. Anybody who's in that root chakra stage, whether it's that first 7 years or the first year of each chakra stage. So it's sacral, root, and then 7 years later it will be solar plexus, root. That kind of thing. So anytime you're in any of the sacrals or the root chakra stages, but you can do them at any time, but it's especially helpful when that energy is already up. So when you have these little babies, you let them know that you are so happy they're here, and that they are beautiful, and that they are loved, and that you are so, like, seriously express great gratitude that they chose to come to this body, and let them know that they belong. And let them know that they're safe, and that you're going to do everything you can to take care of them, because that root chakra is about family, and it's about belonging, and it's about being safe and feeling safe, and it's about being grounded. And so if you can tell the baby, you are safe, and I'm so glad you are here, and you belong here, and you belong with this family, and you belong in your body, and you can, if you can use those affirmations while she's in this young, especially because for the first 7 years, that filter that in our brain is gone. There is no filter yet. It gets built during those 7 years. So if you have access to influence young people, do it for positive. Let them know how incredible they are while they're young enough to just receive it, so that as they're older, when somebody tells them that they've already got that in their brain, they're like, yep, I am. So let them know that they belong here, that they're safe, that they're incredible, and continue to do that. And even though there's the cycles, and you can like find all the great affirmations for all of the chakras, and from day one start telling them. Make a recording if you have a young baby of your voice telling them how incredible they are and going through all of the different affirmations for each chakra. And just anything that you want them to know, that, you know, you're wealthy, you are kind, you are beautiful, you are amazing, you are so smart, and just feed their little brains as they're growing, and make sure they know. Make sure that they know who they are, know how incredible they are. What an amazing opportunity to do that with your children while they are just so tiny and just sponges, to give them amazing, incredible feedback about life and how incredible life is. How incredible would that be? Now, most of us are not babies. Most of us have passed that stage of where the filter comes in and we're going, I don't really believe it. And we're questioning things, or we're trying to teach ourselves, or trying to train ourselves, or maybe we've been working at it for a while. Some of the ways that you can do this is imagine holding yourself as a newborn baby, that you've just come into the world, and tell that newborn baby everything that you wish you could tell yourself. It's like implanting it into your subconscious as well, especially if you add emotion to it. So tell your newborn you. Spend time with your newborn. It's an inner child exercise. Spend time with your newborn you, telling your newborn all of these amazing things about itself. It's the affirmations that you would want to tell a brand new baby, the affirmations that you wish that somebody would have told you. Go ahead and practice that. What would you want somebody to tell your 1-year-old self as you're learning to walk and talk, and as you're starting to get into things? How would you like to have been treated? Would you like somebody to say, it is safe for you to explore in this area, so that you have a safety and the ability to explore that comes with those next chakras? When you start getting into that place where you want to say no with the solar chakra and solar plexus chakra, and you're like declaring your power, how do you want somebody to respond to you? How would you have liked, what would you have liked to have heard, instead of just constantly being shot down all the time? How would you have liked to be heard? Wow, that's an incredible choice. I'm glad you used your voice. Do this with your children, your inner child, your own self. Raise yourself again. Go back and spend time with your child inside, and really just love the person you are inside. So take this opportunity to both love the babies out there. If you have young children, use that time. My youngest child is turning 9 next month. So, and he's got a pretty darn good self-esteem. Most of my children have good self-esteem. And part of it's because I've been doing my own inner work for over 10 years. So even though I haven't always believed it, it's been very important for me that my children hear it and my children believe it. Because I don't want them to grow up like me. I want them to grow up knowing who they are. There's such power in moving into an adult life, already knowing who you are, already knowing how incredible you are. So that's just kind of my message for you. So you can just use that with new babies that you're holding, young children that you work with or hold, and do it with yourself. Here's another thought that just came to mind. Sorry. You could probably imagine your spouse as a newborn baby and as a young toddler, and telling your spouse things about how incredible he or she is, and all the things that you would have wanted to be told as an infant. You can imagine telling your spouse those things. I think that would be an interesting experience. And if you haven't done that with your children and they're older, like all of my children are older, you can still go back and imagine that and do that, and it will shift and change the energy. So somebody came on to watch. I'm glad to see you're here, but I am actually getting off right now. Going somewhere with my family this evening. Super excited about life, but please be sure to go back and watch the video. I think it's pretty cool information and fun stuff. So anyway, remember to let your soul shine big, bright, live, and beautiful. Be you. You're incredible. What a gift we have in this life.